I didn't realize I didn't have this recording started. But yeah, I had this guy right there attacking me when I was sitting down as soon as I logged in. Because, well, I picked a bad place to hang out. Figured I'd hang out there to save a run past all the cultists and whatnot. It's worked before. But yeah, bad idea. I should be fine. Got my healing routine a bit off, but I think I'm high enough level where these guys aren't too much of a problem anymore. Yeah, since I'm actually doing commentary on here. Oh, where'd this? Why was he here? Is there somebody else in this dungeon that's hanging out? Probably. Somebody probably got him stuck in there. These guys are a whole lot of nothing. Gray mobs aren't of any use. We'll go ahead and get this camera situated. Yeah, there's a guy that posted a bunch of videos on here, which is was intention was to do a completely blind playthrough. I've gotten so much help from the community that's actually active playing this game that, and if it's an MMO RPG, there's a, oh, I need to pay attention to what I'm doing. But yeah, with an MMORPG, when it's an open virtual world like that, if people actually in the world are providing you with help, I don't really see that as being invalidating a blind playthrough of a game so much, because you're using the resources in game. I'm not consulting a guide. I'm actually not even seeking out the help, to be honest. But it's definitely much, much appreciated. I actually put this game pretty far down the list of games I was going to play. I have a list of about 200 to 300 games on here that are multiplayer games, and about, let's pay attention to what I'm doing here. About 60% would be games that would be considered MMORPGs, with another 10 to 15% being somewhere, I guess about 75% would be considered in some form either an MMORPG or a relative of it. Everything from sandbox style games to open world games to instance games, etc. A lot of some more action RPGs with a lobby system, but games that'd be listed as MMORPGs. If I found it on a site listed as an MMORPG, I basically just threw it on this computer. And there's some more like first-person shooter type games that are multiplayer. But yeah, this one was, it was in the list of games to play, but is probably in like the 20s or so, which is quite a ways down. But because I kept getting comments from a guy saying, looks like you're struggling with the game, which this camera threw me off. There's some clunkiness to the controls. It takes a bit of getting used to when you first start out. I just gave up through my first Let's Play online. Actually got comments to it. So I figured, hey, let's go ahead and give this game a fair try then. So that's what I did. At the time, the main game I was playing was WoW Classic. Played it from the launch. And this game's actually taken over the time from WoW Classic. I actually believe it to be a better... I know I couldn't say it's objectively a better game. But it's a more complex and detailed game. It also has a lot of the fun charm, or the frustrating aspects of Funcom games, a lot of bugs and whatnot, but there's a great community here willing to help. And the kind of futuristic tech setting is definitely one I really like, with the 3 different factions. Well, 2 factions and a neutral. Games that allow you to pick the neutral option also are more fun to me, since I usually don't really like any of the factions involved all that much. I mean, I would, if I had to pick between Clan and Omni, in a real world setting, I'd go with Clan. But let's heal. But yeah, game I highly recommend. Just get some help for the first 5 hours. First 5 hours are going to be frustrating if you haven't played this game before. Oh, it's like, has a lot of similarities to Star Wars Galaxies. If you're looking at it from kind of a cursory perspective. Very much there's a lot of crafting involved. Big open world, you have the factions, there's PvP. A lot of different items. Has a combat that's kind of a turn-based in nature in a way, but not to the point of a turn-based strategy game. It's definitely not action combat, that's for sure, but I don't really mind that. Same thing as I didn't mind the pre-CU Star Wars Galaxies combat system. I actually preferred that. I don't know if I preferred that system, but I definitely preferred that game, the way they had the classes set up. Basically, there weren't classes, you had the professions. And you could create a dancer pistolier if you wanted to. You could learn a bunch of skills and a bunch of variety of categories and be a pretty worthless person that knows a lot of basic skills. You could do quite a bit. You did have a cap. I actually have a dancer. Actually, I have a master musician, a master dancer that has a lot of pistolier skills. So definitely not in-game pistolier, but can do pretty well on some of the missions while providing buffs as well. Looks like there's somebody else down here towards the bottom. I should have healed before this guy came along, but it's fine. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is, when I get to the 50th episode of any of these games, I'm either going to do kind of an overview of the game, my impressions of it thus far. And there's some of these MMOs where I might actually give up on them before that point. And if I do formally give up on the game, I will tell the reasons why. But yeah, I actually enjoy quite a wide variety of games, so I'm not too picky. Let's time this just... There we go. So yeah, let's go over some of the basic features of this game. This is a martial artist. Definitely spent some skill points a bit randomly, just kind of making some assumptions based on my experience in other MMOs, what would be useful, what wouldn't be. Started looking at requirements of different armor pieces and implants and whatnot, and started upping certain skills based on that. Focusing on maxing combat initially, given that's what I'm going to need the most. I always forget to press F1. I default to mouse clicking, especially on the corner of the windows, because there's another game that I played quite a bit where if you click the mouse, click escape, it actually exits out of the game. It's a rather lesser known MMORPG from the early 2000s where, yeah, escape just closes out the window. So I have this kind of, given the number of games I play on a weekly basis, I kind of have this set of, it's not an optimal set of keys I use, but I try to minimize the different key maps I need to remember across games without actually having going in and changing very many of the key settings. Let's go ahead and sit down. Let's heal. Yeah, this is Temple of the Three Winds. Actually, what I want to do eventually is when I get far enough in this game is actually do a video where I kind of give a tour of the different areas in the game, discuss some of the different people in the game, the cultures in the game, the setting. Kind of do like sort of an ethnographic overview of the game world, as well as discuss some of the events that have happened, which might include some overlap with actual players that have played the game, depending on what impact they've had on the world. And I actually have a book I'm planning on that, discussing that topic thoroughly on the universe of Azeron's Call. I'm nowhere near endgame content. I haven't done nowhere near Alien Invasion, Shadowland expansions, and whatnot. However, if I took my experience of Azeron's Call up to about the quarter of the way through the game point, as far as leveling goes, dude, quarter of the way through the getting to end game of Star Wars Galaxies and this game, which are my three favorite MMORPGs of all time, this game would be a close second to Azeron's Call. Star Wars Galaxies really didn't. It's a game that took a long time to really warm up to, given I didn't start playing that until like a couple years ago with the emulated servers. So, yeah, I have a lot of other games to do tonight. I'm just going to log on here. Let's look at some other stuff in here. If anybody watches, please let me know if the microphone is echoing or not. I think I fixed the audio settings finally. Yeah, the gray mobs, as you'll see, I got 1 XP. And if you loot the corpse, you get some credits. That's about it. Sometimes you can just run past. Problem is you don't want to get a whole group of these guys following you, and then you end up screwed because... Oh. If you target something with the tab, press T, you get the level information. Level 34, level 31, these are nobodies. Oh wait, I'm not attacking anything, am I? Oops. Not a big deal. Let's get these people taken care of. Yeah, I'm not good at playing this game and talking at the same time, that's for sure. I do like killing these acolytes to get the med kits, but as I get better health nanos, I won't really need them. Level 34, I think I can... You have the nano health and nano rechargers as well. Get some credits. Once you get past the subway and you get to the temple, credits are super easy to get. Definitely a currency that's inflated. So here we have, zoom in on this guy, Reverend Goulard. There's quite a few of these boss guys in the game. I mean, in the temple. Not really, I guess sub bosses you could call them. This guy used to be kind of difficult the first time I fought him to kill. I got a martial arts implant. It's not half bad. I have better health nanos. And I've gained about 7 levels, I think, since I first fought him. Almost 2,500. Phase Blade. I don't have that, but I know it's not for me. I do like to collect different items that I get while going through the game, even if they're not for my type of character necessarily. Of course, I don't know. So a lot of these are no drops. I might end up running out of bag space at some point. That's some copper pail, slime nano spray, weird looking candy cherry. Let's eat the weird looking nano cherry. Uh-oh. What just happened? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. So yeah, we are going to... You're going to go right back to the place I said don't go to. Let's heal. Can I attack? Apparently not. Oh, I'm monk title level 3, martial artist 52. So if you go up to the, let's say you eat this weird candy, you go up to your NCU. You can actually go down to the bottom left here, nano window. Is that where it is? Let's see. No. You want to go over to the bottom right of the screen. Top one, it says NCU. It opens up somewhere on your screen. Go through here. That's the temple 3 wins. It'll give you, looks like from the, what it says, it'll give you the boot from temple 3 wins. If you're 70 and up, it'll boot you from here. So you can't just camp in here all day and then keep your level up your person to level 120 or something and have them go through here helping your alts get all kinds of equipment and experience. Probably need to get some better nanos. So you go up here, weird tasting cherry, self, NC usage, 2 hours and 44 minutes. What is that, 2 days, how much time is that? Yeah, it's 2 hours, 43 minutes, and 50 seconds. Just give it a right click, and you'll turn back to your normal self. But yeah, what we're going to do is just take down this cultist. I'm going to log. Not sure what game we're going to do next. As far as games that Megan's been wanting to play or willing to play, she's liked Azeron's Call, Darkfall, and WoW Classic in the past, but WoW Classic costs money and she doesn't play it enough to justify. I mean, 3 hours for $15 a month. That's $5 an hour for a game that doesn't offer an experience that's unique enough to really justify that cost. So she's going to cancel that. I'm going to cancel my WoW Classic subscription as well. It's a good little run. I saw enough of the game to decide that, well, it's definitely not a bad game. It's actually quite a good game. It's just the sub fee. It doesn't offer enough to justify the sub fee. And I don't play retail WoW. So I think I've been looking at some other games that cost money that are MMORPGs, but there's not a whole lot that's really been impressive enough. At some point, I'll definitely get Final Fantasy XIV and Black Desert Online just to play them. Okay, good. These guys didn't draw any nonsense out. We are going to quit. Oh, they're getting chased by quite a bit of stuff heading out, but that's all right. But yeah, while this is closing out, this is I think the 48th episode of Anarchy Online. Oh, there wasn't much displayed today. It's really just using it for a mic test. Oh no, it's episode 47. So let's see. I'm going to pick one new game to get a character created and do the initial gameplay in. I have quite a selection. Should I go I think I'll try to knock out another one of the MMORPGs, and I will go with some of these games I've played before, I just haven't gotten a video ready. I haven't played it really that much of. Actually, I have a whole set of games over here where they're either offline every time I try or there are other issues. Let's see, I think we will go ahead and give. Let's see. Just check my feed, see whatever is uploaded next. I'm just going to pick something at random. Hopefully you enjoy these videos. The goal is for me to document these games for historical purposes. And I do plan on doing some stuff in the future with the video footage. That'll be educational and focusing on virtual world game design and the cultures that develop inside of these virtual world games. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and have a great day.